Yeah.
I was really moved by something that you said when you talked about the war in Gaza.
So we have Theo Vaughn and Joaquin Phoenix talking about Gaza. So we're going to look at this clip and I'm going to comment on it.
And I think that's really courageous to speak about it. And you spoke about it like in such a like honest way that I thought was like really beautiful. And it's crazy because like what's going on is absolutely so fucking horrible. There's no justification for fucking children starving to death in a conflict. Like it's that simple, right? You don't have to understand geopolitics or anything like that just to get that. I know there are conflicts all over the world constantly, but that's something that is it's shocking like how maybe we're afraid to talk about it.
Yeah, and that's the problem. You see, he said there's conflicts happening all over the world, but this one is one that we can't talk about. This one people are still scared to talk about. Okay, this is why we still have to keep making videos, because most people, all right, they're afraid of losing their job, losing, money, because if they talk about it, Israel's going to try to ruin their lives. Okay, and they've done it already to multiple people. Okay, just now, it's they can't defend their lies and the crimes that they're committing. You understand? So what Joaquin is saying is, it's just everybody can understand that what is happening is evil. Yeah.
And oftentimes you're made to feel like you're stupid because you don't understand geopolitics. You're like, well, I don't have to understand geopolitics. Like, you have to understand like human rights.
Yeah, it's feeling. It feels like to me, For me, I don't know. I don't know if I care about but it's hard to say I live on a land that's kind of been taken from other people. But here I am saying like about geopolitics, and I understand that. But then at what point do you not say something? Yeah. And we're in a time, and just like in anything, kind of like, and I'm not comparing like.
Yeah, and that's for everybody. When will everybody just start saying that what they're doing is wrong? Everybody in the world already knows it, but in America, we need more people. We need more of us to keep talking, like what I'm doing right now with this YouTube video, and you in the comments, and everybody. We need to keep pushing, because if we don't, they're starving people right now, guys. You can see it if you're on Twitter or on this platform. You can see it, but we need more of us to keep talking about this, because we still haven't. They're still killing people. And not only that, Israel is at war with Lebanon, with Yemen, with Iran. Now they're doing a war in Syria right now. Right now they're in a new war with Syria. You understand? So we have to keep talking about this.
Any of these two things, but people are watching things on their phones, and you can see for the first time some of this like travesty in real time, and it just fucking hurts, man. It's like, and then you're like, am I crazy for not saying anything? But then here we are on a land where, people are living in allotments now, Native American allotments, and that sort of,
Yeah, and that's a great deal of pressure, and just also just you saying that makes me fucking feel like under pressure. So like okay, yeah, what am I talking about? But I think sometimes not acknowledging it is wrong. Obviously, I don't have the fucking solution, but war always fucking sucks, right? That conflict sucks. But what's happening?
The solution is that we give no aid to Israel. That we cut off all supplies of military aid, all money, everything. Okay, because right now we're still giving military aid to Israel, and when they talk about it, they talk like they're still our number one ally and this and that. How is Israel our number one ally when they're killing children? Okay, at least 10,000 children they have killed. What? How can they still be our ally? Okay, how can Trump go in front of the world and say Israel is our ally and Israel is still a good country to be with? How? He's doing that. The only reason why is because he's been paid. He's been paid $100 million more than that by now. Okay? And that's the solution. The solution is to cut all aid to Israel.
It's crazy to me just the food distribution that's happening now in Gaza.
They're like hiding it from people, or that they're tricking people, that they go so far to get it. It seems
right. So, and why is it not the organizations that are typically overseeing that and have a century of experience or decades of experience doing the different NGOs, and they're not the ones that are overseeing the food distribution. It's a new organization, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, and so that is just really troubling and heartbreaking. So it just feels like, how do we not acknowledge that in some way? And I think that you did, and I don't know, like when you did that, if you were like, if that made you nervous doing it, or
I think I felt scared.
Yeah, well, I think that it was courageous and it was meaningful, and I think it matters, and so I'm.
Yeah, look what Theo Vaughn just said. He said that I was scared of talking about what's happening in Palestine. Okay, so if Theo Vaughn is still having those type of feelings, then there's many other people that are still scared, and you shouldn't be scared, guys. Okay, but I understand the feeling. If you talk, you're scared that you're gonna lose your job. You understand, especially in this economy. You understand. I understand, but it's the right thing to do, guys. Okay. Because if they can kill children, guys, they're killing children. right? Do you think they have any mercy on anything else, guys? They're killing children. We have to stop this. We have to stop because we, as taxpayers, are helping them. You understand? We have to stop because if America stops them, if America stops giving aid, everything they do, they're going to stop. All the wars that they're doing in the Middle East, they're going to totally stop because they cannot do it without us. Okay?
I'm straight up. I'm really here today because I was so moved by what you said and just like the courage to do that.
Yeah, I was wondering why you came, to be honest. To be very honest in some ways, or not in some ways, but thank you, man. I can't even believe you saw that. And not thank you, but like, yeah, I think that shit just like, I don't know. It's just like, it's crazy to think like I'm laying in bed at night and I'm warm and I'm okay. And to think that there's like some kid who's never going to put these pieces together, you know? And even the kids who have to be alive or the people who still have to be alive, what life do they have, you know? Like what, like, I don't know. It makes me like, I don't know. And then you start to feel ashamed of your own existence in some ways.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You almost feel ashamed to be alive in some ways, in a little bit of a way. Does it make any sense, do you think?
Yeah. I understand the feeling. I totally understand that feeling. But
thank you, man. Thank you for well, yeah, not thank you, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, you know. But I think it's important today that you do say something like you say, you know, and not to think that this isn't affecting people, you know. I think that we're human beings. We absorb what's going on, you know, and we watch the actors that are out there in the world, and it affects us. It affects children. What are kids doing? We're seeing those things on TikTok. What happens to their brains and stuff, you know.
Yeah. So like the trauma that is happening to a lot of us watching this, and you know, not being able to do anything, you know, it takes a toll. Yeah, it takes a toll on all of us. But we have to keep speaking about it, guys. Okay, we can't just, you know, just turn a blind eye to this. You understand? You know, because they're using our money that we could be going to fixing this country, but we're using it to help Israel kill men, women, and children. You know, it's absolutely horrific. So we gotta keep talking about this, you understand? You have to keep supporting people like Theo that are talking about this. People like Joaquin Phoenix that's talking about it, you know? He's risking his career because you know that Hollywood has a lot of people that support what's happening in Israel. So, like, we gotta keep talking about it. We gotta keep talking about it. And we gotta keep pushing the message that to solve this problem is to stop giving aid to Israel. Stop giving aid to Israel, okay, guys? Now, if you want to support me, watch this next video where I talk about Israel's war with Syria and what's happening there.